Close your eyes for a moment. And imagine a world where nothing protects you. No walls. No locked doors. No alarms. No cameras watching over you. Only a small shelter made from wood and animal skin. And beyond that thin barrier, an endless wilderness. The fire beside your family is slowly dying. The last flames flicker against the darkness. The warmth is disappearing. And the night is becoming something alive. Somewhere beyond the trees, a branch breaks. Slowly. Heavy footsteps move across the forest floor. You cannot see what is there. But something out there already knows you exist. It follows the scent carried by the wind. It listens to every movement, every breath, every heartbeat. By the rules of nature, you should not survive this night. But somehow, your ancestors did. Not once. Not for a few years. For hundreds of thousands of years. They survived nights surrounded by creatures designed to hunt them. Creatures faster, stronger, and far more dangerous. So how did the weakest hunter on Earth survive in a world ruled by killers? The answer begins in a time before cities, before kingdoms, before history was ever written. A time when humanity had almost nothing, except the one weapon nature never expected: the human mind. 200,000 years ago, Earth was a completely different planet. There were no roads crossing continents, no buildings reaching the sky, no farms, no fences, no safe places marked on a map. The world belonged to the wild. Ancient forests stretched across vast lands. Endless grasslands moved with the wind. Frozen valleys tested anything brave enough to enter them. And everywhere, life was fighting for survival. Every creature had a purpose. Some were built to run. Some were built to hide. And some were built to hunt. Lions waited silently inside tall grass, their bodies almost invisible, their eyes fixed on the smallest movement. Leopards moved through shadows like ghosts, striking before their victims even understood the danger. Hyenas traveled in groups, their powerful jaws crushing bones that other predators left behind. Wolves hunted together, not with strength alone, but with strategy. They surrounded their prey. They waited. They attacked at the perfect moment. And then there were humans, standing among these creatures. We looked almost helpless. No claws. No sharp fangs. No thick fur protecting us from freezing nights. We couldn't run faster than the animals chasing us. We couldn't fight them with our bare hands. And when the sun disappeared, we entered a world we could barely understand. Because darkness belonged to predators. If survival depended only on physical power, human history would have ended before it truly began. But something unexpected happened. The weakest creature in the wilderness discovered a different kind of strength. Humans did not become powerful because they became stronger. They became powerful because they learned. Other predators evolved sharper teeth, faster bodies, deadlier weapons. Humans evolved something different: the ability to imagine what had not happened yet. They could remember yesterday and prepare for tomorrow. An early human did not only see a dangerous valley, they remembered what happened there before. They did not only hear a sound in the darkness, they learned what that sound meant. Was it the wind? A harmless animal? Or something watching from the trees? Every experience became knowledge. Every mistake became a lesson. And every lesson was passed to the next generation. Survival was no longer just about strength. It was about memory. It was about cooperation. It was about thinking together. One human alone was vulnerable. But a group of humans, watching, learning, protecting each other, was something completely different. They were not the fastest animals. They were not the strongest. But they were becoming the most adaptable. And that would change everything. Because before humans conquered the world, they first had to conquer the night. For ancient humans, sunset was not a peaceful moment. It was a warning. As the final light disappeared, the balance of nature changed. Creatures that avoided the heat of the day became active. The forest became louder. The shadows became deeper. And every sound carried a question. A movement in the bushes. Could be nothing. Or it could be the last thing someone ever heard. A sleeping human was the perfect opportunity for a predator. A body that could not run. A mind that could not react. A heartbeat hidden in the darkness. It should have been easy. But something prevented many predators from crossing that final distance. Something that changed the relationship between humans and the wild forever. Fire. No one knows the exact moment humans first controlled fire. It was not a single discovery. It was a journey. Maybe lightning struck dry land. Maybe flames escaped from a burning forest. At first, fire was terrifying. Just like every other animal. Humans feared the flames. But eventually, someone stayed close. Someone watched. Someone carried the burning branches instead of running away. They protected the glowing embers. They fed the flames with dry wood. And without realizing it, they had captured one of nature's greatest forces. Everything changed. The cold became easier to survive. Food became safer. Families could remain together after sunset. And the darkness was no longer completely controlled by predators. For the first time, humans brought their own sunrise into the night. But fire did something even more powerful. It changed how animals saw us. A predator standing at the edge of a human camp did not see ordinary prey anymore. It saw movement, light, smoke, noise. Something unfamiliar. Something dangerous. Wild animals did not need to understand fire. They only needed to remember one thing. Those who ignored danger did not survive. For generations, animals that avoided flames lived longer than those that approached them. Caution became instinct. And instinct became survival. So when a predator looked toward a glowing human camp, something ancient told it to stay away. Not because humans were stronger, but because humans had changed the rules. They had taken control of the night. A creature with no claws, no fangs, no natural armor, had found a way to survive among giants. Not through power, through intelligence. But the mystery does not end there. Because fire alone cannot explain something even stranger. Today, people still camp in forests where the flames have gone cold. They sleep beneath open skies. Surrounded by wilderness. Surrounded by animals that could easily overpower them. Yet many predators still keep their distance. Wolves, mountain lions, leopards, bears. Again and again, they make a surprising choice. They watch. They observe. And they walk away. Almost as if something inside them remembers. A memory older than civilization. A warning passed through countless generations. And in the next part, we will discover how thousands of years of evolution transformed humans from vulnerable prey into the one species that even some of the world's greatest predators learned to respect.